Hello everyone! Back again with yet another haul video. Funny side moment. I ordered this stuff just the other day, honestly. Wasn't expecting it till mid-January by the time I got up here with like Christmas, everything going on, you know, the Canada Post strikes, all that stuff. Wasn't expecting this for a while. And I've complained a ton about Canada Post the last few months. It was, you know, one thing after another. Random. This showed up, as I'm filming this showed up today. It's Christmas Eve. And I wasn't expecting it, like I said, for another couple weeks. And Canada Post really came through. And yeah, it showed up on my doorstep today. So I'm like super excited, totally overwhelmed, because I wasn't expecting it till then. But I wanted to film this, as always, to get it out of the way. So I have so much stuff. This was, yeah, okay. I ordered some packs. Full packs of Simon glitter paper. I've raved about this stuff. You can get the multi-pack with like all the colors, which I have a couple of, but I'm running out of like the white especially I was running out of. And then I got like more pinks and reds and some gold. Because gold I'm also running out of because Valentine's and love themed projects. But yeah, love Simon's glitter paper. It die cuts like a dream. It does not shed, you know, anywhere at all. I always feel like I sound like a broken record, but of course not everyone watches every single one of my videos. So yeah, it's not super thick. And like I said, like I have die cut these with the most intricate, you know, little like thin little word dies, etc. And it die cuts wonderfully. Isn't that gorgeous? And yeah, doesn't shed or flake anywhere. Highly, highly, highly recommend. Absolutely love. So I've been slowly like working my way towards having full packs of every single color so that I'm not feeling like, oh, I can't use this. I don't have enough of it. So got a bunch of that. I got literally like a whole pile of mess here. This is old, but I was looking at like Valentine's things and this had popped up. This is the Stinkin' Cute stamp set from Simon. Does it say 2013? Yeah, this is old. But I couldn't resist. I was like, this is cute. Life stinks sometimes. You're so stinking cute. Missing you already. Like, I just thought it was adorable. So adorable. And it's still available, so I'll link to it. But yeah, I got that. I had my eye on this set and it sold out and then it came back in stock right as I was placing the order. So I had to get it. This is the little Some Bunny stamp set from Avery, Elle. I thought it was so cute with this little bunny and this massive balloon. So you can have Somebody Loves You, you've got Happy Birthday, little kind of like star and heart images. I got the coordinating little die set as well for the big balloon, the bunny, and then the little hearts. I thought it was so cute. So, so cute. So I got that one. And then, this was why I placed the order. I was waiting for the stuff to come in stock and it did. Concord and 9th released the Monster Love stamp set. Now, if you remember Stamptember, they did a monster set that sold out in hours. That set was so cute. Everyone, I had so many emails. I saw so much on the online, in the groups, everywhere, Facebook, asking if that set would be restocked, etc. And I only kind of rubbed that in just because I had someone send me like the most ridiculous comment saying like how hideous that set was, etc. And it was funny because I was like, I love it. I think the little monster is so cute. So anyway, they've released this one. So just kind of a newer version, kind of that same little character, just drawn a little differently. So you've got him and then you have all these little options for him. So you can have it so he's holding this little heart, or you can give him a little tummy. And then there's separate, like finger stamps. Like these are all separate stamps. So depending on what you're creating. And then there's a second little monster. And same thing. You can use different little arms. So he can be like waving at you, or he can be holding the balloon. And there's a gap in the string for his little hand. So all you have to do is stamp it. Just like the other set, which I love. And then all these cute little, like sentiments in that. You're the cutest. Hope your day is real nice. You make me better. Like, oh. So there's that, and there's coordinating wafer die for the images, for his little arms. You can stick them out, the little balloon and the heart. Like, cutest little things ever. I absolutely love it. So we've got that. And then I got, okay. I got a pack of this B paper, watercolor paper. This is 100% cotton. watercolor paper. There's 50 sheets in here of 6x9. And I've heard really good things. Nina from Waffle Flower, like the owner of Waffle Flower, I remember her talking about this and saying she really, really liked this watercolor paper. So I have like been wanting to try it out myself because it's 100% cotton and the price isn't as much as like Arches. Arches is like top shelf. Arches is amazing watercolor paper. So this is still a little bit hefty in price compared to like the Canson that I usually use, but not as much as Arches, and you get a lot. So I'm gonna play around with that and see what I think of it. That got a couple more glitter plates for my big shot. I love the glitter plates. They're just nice to have, but I always like to have extra plates on hand just in case. I did get the SPLATBOX. You know, when Tim Holtz showed it, I of course wanted to order it, and then it keeps selling out. And then same thing, like I had a lot of people commenting about like, you know, the buying this is like, why would you buy something of this? You can just use a cardboard box, which you totally can. I just like the size and like the convenience factor of this. So you literally just fold it all up like so, fold this in, and fold this down. So super simple, it goes together easily, you can take it apart and store it. So yeah, you can use it like this and have your project like sitting like that, or you can use it like that and then have it for your little project. So yeah, I just like the convenience of it. I wanted to see it for myself and be able to show it in a video, but yeah, I just, for the few bucks, I think it's kind of worth it for me anyway. But I still keep my like lid. It's not as nice, but it was the lid from one of my random boxes. So a bit more of a surface area than the other one, but it doesn't have the sides up. So it works. It still works. So there's always options for everyone. So I got that. And then of course, speaking of like Tim Holtz, I got a heated craft tool. I had one of these years ago, years and years ago, before online anything was really big. Like, you know, when I first started blogging and everything else. So I remember having it, and it was the white one, and I wasn't happy with it. I didn't understand, like, it took forever to melt embossing powder, etc. I'd never understood, and then I got rid of it because I got a different heat tool, and I never understood that this isn't so much meant for embossing. You can, but it is much more slower of the heat in the air, which has its benefits. So the great thing about this is it's not going to move. It's not like pushing out tons of air like all our regular heat tools. So if you stamp something that's really, really delicate and you want that embossing powder to sit and not be blown off, because that can happen, one, you can heat from underneath. Like you have your cardstock, your stamped image, you can heat from underneath with your heat tool, just FYI. Or something like this is really good, but I got this because this is really nice for like drying projects, which again, it's not going to be blasting a bunch of air, because especially if it's really wet. I would like to be able to dry things and not push if there's water, watercolor, etc. So that's why I got this. For like actual full-on heat embossing, 99% of the time, I recommend the Wagner one. You know, it's the same as like the Hero Arts. There's a Milwaukee one that's very like pretty much the same thing. Best heat tool I've ever used. Worth it. It is definitely a splurge compared to other ones. I've used 3 other heat tools besides this in the last 15 plus years that I've been doing this. Hands down, this was the best one. Wish I'd bought it sooner. It is literally the best one I have ever used. I highly recommend it. So yeah, this one's nice too for people that are, caution, this is not a hairdryer intended for craft use only. This is really good for like, you know, that's why Tim Holtz uses it so much, is because when you're demoing or doing, say, a live video or like doing a class, this isn't as noisy as the heat tool. So that's another thing that's like a bonus with that. So I got my hands on that. And then I got a couple more, just picket fence. blending brushes, kind of obsessed with these. I just got the little pack of 2 more in this size because this is the size I seem to reach for the most. And it's just nice to have multiples on hand so I don't have to clean them off in between colors as often because, yeah, this is definitely the size I use the most. I use almost all of them on a regular basis, but this is the one I reach for the most often. So I got another pack, so I now have 3 and I just store them in a cup and keep them beside my desk because I use them all the time. One of my favorite tools. So I got that, and then last but certainly not least, Lawn Fawn had, oh no, I've got a few other things before I get to Lawn Fawn. This stuff's like all nicely wrapped up so that I'm not, it doesn't break in transit. So I got a bottle, a bigger bottle of the sheer shimmer craft sparkle from Imagine Crafts. This stuff is absolutely beautiful. I have the little tiny bottle and it's almost empty, so I wanted to get the big bottle, and it's just, the shimmer in this is gorgeous. So I got that, and then I got this too because I was just on the sparkle kick. But I was just curious as to how this would look. This is the liquid pixie dust from Ink on 3. Ultrafine sparkle for your creations. And shake well, use drop a drop out small amount, use the paintbrush to apply. I thought this would also work really nice with like watercolor. Just to use this instead of water to mix with. It's so shimmery. These are, and they're totally different. This is definitely more like a silver platinum, and this is more like a pearl shimmer. And this is a spray, whereas this is in like an eyedropper. It's so pretty. So yeah, got those. And I also got this titanium white acrylic ink. I don't know, I was curious. I saw it in the store at Simon and I was just curious. I was like, I wonder how this will work for like adding highlights or adding splatter. I don't do calligraphy. Obviously, if you do calligraphy, this would be amazing for that because that's what it's meant for. But all I thought when I saw it, I was like, ooh, this might work really nice for adding like white splatter to things, adding highlights, possibly mixing again with watercolor just because you can. Why not? So I got that. And then I've had a million people ask me about the VersaFine Claire inks. This is the only one I've got so far. I just decided to get the Nocturne, like the black. I would assume they're all amazing inks because Sukaneko makes like really, really good inks. So yeah, these are pigment inks. Yeah, we'll see what I think about it once I get a chance to kind of play around with it. So yeah, pigment ink for fine details. I would assume this is going to be very similar to my VersaFine ink. So yeah, forever using watercolors to color stamped images. I would assume, I'm just right off the bat, that these will not work with alcohol inks. So yeah, it'll work with watercolor, stamping sentiments, etc. And any sort of dye-based inks that you want to color with. But it won't, I'm almost positive these won't work with Copic markers because the alcohol ink doesn't play well with this. It smears it. So, got that. And then last, but certainly not least, the Lawn Fawn spring release. This is most of it. I think there was one die set. There was one die set that was sold out, and then I think there was like a background die that I couldn't get my hands on either. So yeah, I just couldn't resist. As soon as Lawn Fawn releases anything, I have to have it immediately. So there's this really adorable Let's Toast stamp set. So you've got the nice big toaster, you've got avocado, a Pop-Tart, all the fun little things to like decorate it, everything. Little smiley faces, of course. And these are the little cheeks that you can stamp in pink on all these. I didn't understand that for the longest time, and then I was like, these are, like, those are weird looking eyes. And it's, no, they're the cheeks. So if you stamp this one, you'd stamp that large one for little pink cheeks. How cute. Bunch of stamps to say, you know, a toast to us, my butter half, you're the avocado to my toast, the peanut butter to my jelly, popping up to say, happy day, I love you. Isn't that cute? So there's that. There's a coordinating wafer die set to die cut all these. And there's also a little slit, like little slits that will die cut that you can die cut as well, right along there to, you know, insert everything into the toaster. Love. And then there's an interactive die. So there's the Let's Toast pull tab add-on. So you can use this. And of course, Lawn Fawn has a video explaining very clearly how exactly this works so that you can have the little pull tab and pull it up and down with whatever you've decided to stick in the toaster. Is that not? I'm loving the interactive dies that Lawn Fawn has been coming out with. They're just so good. Like, so well thought out. And I'll have to sit down and actually watch the Lawn Fawn video to see exactly, you know, how this all comes together. Always usually very simple. So there's that one, and then there's this cute little mini set, the I Love You Eucalyptus. Isn't that cute? Love it. Coordinating die set for this little guy. Absolutely adorable. And then there's some words on the line. We've got the XOXOXO line border. Looks like so. Love. And then the Sending Hugs line border. And then there was more ink pads released, or little mini squares, which allows the grape jelly, sage leaf, pizza crust, apricot. Love. So yeah, that was my unexpected second Christmas, really. Like, for me, as a film, I'm not sure when I'm gonna get this uploaded, but for me, Christmas is tomorrow morning. So this was like, oh, whoa, it's like Merry Christmas to me. I kind of ordered it as a Christmas present to myself, but wasn't expecting it. So, as always, I will have links below the video to my blog post. I'll have links to everything that I showed and talked about, etc. So you can check that out below as well as on my blog. Thank you guys so much for watching, for subscribing, thumbs upping, commenting. Really appreciate it, as always. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, happy New Year, happy whatever you celebrate. I'm here for it. You guys are the best, and I will see you all very soon in the next video. Bye.